It was about as old boys club as it gets. That's what 3 female Vancouver City councillors had to say as they called out and left their party because of a so-called backroom deal. Experts say this continues to be a problem female politicians in particular face.
Maybe someone can ride in and knock heads and say, hey, you're never going to win this way. You have to be broader, more inclusive, and that has to be demonstrated. But I don't know. At this point, it doesn't look great.
Local journalist Francis Beulah has covered Vancouver City Council for 26 years and says the departure of the city councillors and the mention of an old boys club doesn't come as a huge surprise.
I mean, the NPA has always been a bit of an old boys club, but it used to be like old boy blue chip lawyers and architects and, you know, aspiring professionals around town. And it's just devolved into this strange organization now.
The 3 female city councillors say they're leaving the party in protest of what they call a backroom deal that saw Park Board Commissioner John Cooper selected as the party's mayoral candidate for a civic election that is still 18 months away.
It plays out at all levels where decisions are made based on personal networks and who people know.
Dr. Marina Adshade with UBC's Vancouver School of Economics says so-called boys clubs have always had a major presence in politics and tend to produce a lack of diversity.
People who joined those networks, 30, 40 years ago, they end up appointing people who kind of look like them. Mostly white men. And so it just getting reinforced over and over again.
Green Party Vancouver City Councillor Adrienne Carr says she faced clear gender-based discrimination at the beginning of her political career.
I remember people being pretty dismissive of me as a young woman. Of course, I was with a new party with a new set of values being brought into the political arena. But yeah, there were some that just pretty well discounted me as I think I was called a lamb amongst wolves.
It's only really when men decide that they're going to push back against these systems that we're ever really going to see change. And that I do believe we're seeing. And I think that is something that is pretty recent.
So far, no women have entered the race to be elected Vancouver's next mayor. In Vancouver, Ashley Burr, City News.